I blame Hoyo for ruining the image of Gacha genuinely. Wait, this one might be the dumbest thing I've read. Listen, you could hate Hoyo all you want. Gacha wouldn't be as mainstream as it is if it wasn't for Genshin. Like, can you imagine if instead of Genshin during COVID, it was Tower of Fantasy that released? We would not be that mainstream. Everybody would try Tower of Fantasy. They'd be like, ugh, what is this buggy, hacking, tons of hackers mess, right? Like, give Genshin all the shit you want, but it was a complete enough product that brought in so many people during COVID, which, yeah, don't get it twisted. COVID gives an insane buff, but not everything in COVID just automatically succeeded. You still needed a good product. Like, COVID didn't automatically make everything successful. Please, making gacha games win because it would be so fucking funny. No, man, stop. We can't. I know I'm voting for gacha games, but they really shouldn't win. If we want what's best for gaming, we should not have gacha games win. The OG tweet, read the comments. See, this is what I think this person doesn't realize. For a lot of people, just the fact that something is gacha is enough. It's like trying to tell a vegan or vegetarian to try, or no, it's like trying to go to a vegetarian and be like, bro, A5 Wagyu is bomb. And they're like, sorry, I just don't think, I just don't really fucking, I just don't fuck with meat. And you're like, but it's A5 Wagyu. Like, you know, some people just won't fucking like something through and through. It doesn't matter how good you might think it is. Okay, I will never understand people like this that literally reply to every single fucking comment on like a 300, like, bro, like, get off the internet. Oh my god. Oh my god. People bashing on Wuwa in the comments of this have no clue what they're talking about, it seems. Sure, Wuwa might be a gacha game at its core, but unlike most other gacha games, there's absolutely no need to even look at the gacha in the game to enjoy the story. What gacha game do you need to look at the gacha the story?
No, Fob, you don't understand. My gacha game with action combat open world gameplay is better than their gacha with action combat open world gameplay. This makes me so fucking manatty.
No, that sentence doesn't make sense. There's no, maybe it's a rage bait post, but there is no gacha game where you need to roll the gacha to play the story. The characters you get for free are good enough to carry you through a large part of the game, and for important story missions, they have you play as designated characters that they set up for those specific story missions. Okay, but again, if he's just talking about story, I don't think there's a single gacha game where, like, you get, I mean, Genshin did have to nerf Tartaglia story boss because people suck dick, but, like, that's just, like, skill issue. In Genshin, you aren't taking Amber through the whole game. There's just no way. Through the story? You can. If your whole point is just to enjoy the story, you could play Amber through the whole story if you fucking wanted to. Read their 6th paragraph. This shit is crazy. In Wuha, dedicated players have been soloing Tactical Hologram with just Chisha, which is a free character you get at the very beginning of the game. Okay, I think the issue with their post so far is just they start with talking about there's absolutely no need to even look at it in the game to enjoy the story. They start by making it sound like story is the most important thing, but then they like diverge from it to talk about Tactical Hologram, which you don't need to do. Furthermore, people are saying that Wuha doesn't deserve to be around the games like Silk Song and Expedition. Like, that's very not true. Wuha even won more awards in the CN PlayStation Awards than what Expedition 33 did. The game has S-tier storytelling, S-tier graphics, S-tier music, and is an enjoyable experience even without the gacha. People are so quick to bash on a game just because of its genre, but just because it has one thing that you don't like doesn't mean the rest of the game won't be an enjoyable experience. Kuro put a lot of love and effort into making Wuha a better game with every single patch they release. I don't know about the whole PlayStation Awards, because I don't know what measurements go into it. Like, I agree that Wuha 100% could be next to Silk Song and Expedition 33, because it's fucking fan-voted. I think you'd be delusional to think these games don't have fan bases. If it's a fan-voted player voice award, if you're Expedition 33 fan, and you think Genshin Impact and Wuha have small communities, you're fucking delusional. The rest of the posts, some of it's just, they're just like very not very cohesive posts to convince someone. I hope Wuha won, even if I don't play Wuha, let Expedition 33 get Game of the Year. I think Genshin's still gonna win, but it could be one of those things, chat, that I think could help Wuha beat out Genshin. Now, I personally think Genshin or War are going to... maybe not. No, I think Expedition 33 has the highest chance to win. I think Genshin has the second highest and War is the third highest. But I think War can have the second highest if one thing happens. So here's the thing that could happen that could make War have the second highest chance of winning after Expedition 33. It's not bribery. It's that Genshin has been around long enough that enough people might have bad connotations tied to the game, even if they're not in the gacha sphere. I.e., previous Game Awards where you had Genshin versus fucking Sonic fans. So I would not be surprised if all of those Sonic fans are thinking, fuck Genshin Impact. What? They all hate Wuthering Waves? We're voting Wuthering Waves this time, right? I could 100% see Genshin losing to Wua in that, because in a lot of these voting like awards, sometimes there's a lot of people that don't necessarily have something they like, but they might have something they don't like. And if that means that something they don't like loses, they might vote specifically to go against that thing. They would just vote Expedition 33, not another gacha. Well, so if I was a Sonic fan that hated Genshin, what would make Genshin fans seethe more? Expedition 33 winning or Wuwa winning? Technically, I think if I was a Sonic fan, I would think that Wuwa winning would make Genshin Impact fans seethe more, right? But maybe I'm just thinking too deeply, you know, a 5-3 4D chess. Done so before. What is this?
All I'm getting from all this is that I need to dump my Google Classroom stock. People run.
These... The Sonic fan. The revenges of the Sonic fans are coming, chat. You don't know, man. Grudges can go a long way, all right? It's possible. It's possible. 100%. I think every single game that's nominated here deserves to be here. Like, I think anybody that thinks that they don't, or you're just fucking stupid. Like, clearly, it's player fucking voted. Like, this isn't goddamn Cutie Cinderella's Streamer Awards. This is the Game Awards, right? I would like to think at least voice is done fairly. I hope. I'm sure there's botting going on, but hopefully they fucking locked that down to some extent. Oh, I could only vote for one. I'm giving my vote to you. Let's see what chat would vote. Okay. There's no way. Yo, we're the Wua voters. Oh my god. And Genshin beating E33? Yo, you E33 fans are fucking frauds. Genshin beating out. Ooh. Damn, bro. I think it is 100% decided that chat would go for Genshin Impact. But chat, I am here to tell you that I cannot vote for a gacha game. Full transparency, chat, if Uma Musume was on this list, top 5, I would have voted Uma. But I said this last year as well, and I'll say this again. Gachas should lose. Okay? We need to normalize gachas losing. At the end of the day, chat, we love gacha games, yes? I do too. I think gacha monetization is still fucking predatory dog shit. And them losing and other things that are, you know, not predatory dog shit winning incentivizes developers to create more games that are like Clair Obscure or like Dispatch. Like Genshin and Wuthering Waves winning what? That's just gonna double down to devs? What's the fucking point? Bro, why should we spend millions of dollars creating this visual masterpiece with beautiful storytelling when that fucking next Chinese slop game that just fucking pumps out billions of dollars a year? I don't want a reality where that's what all future gaming devs just do. Where they just all go into microtransactions and fucking gacha because that's what makes the most money and gets the most recognition. Have you heard yourself? I would choose Uma. Okay, but that's because horse girls are really cute. You didn't even vote Uma for mobile game? I didn't. But like for fan vote, it's different. Nah, hypocrite. You really want me? Okay, all right. You know what? No, wait. All right. No, you're right, chat. You're right. I should be consistent. I should vote with my heart, not my brain. And my heart is with Mejiro McQueen and Gold Shippu and the Silent Suzuka and Agnes Tachyon. Yep, I have to go with my heart. My brain tells me Wuwa because I think Wuwa is just straight up than every.
By the way, Sonic Rumble's development was fucked.
My heart.
The game was advertised for like 2 fucking years before it came out 20.
Wait, how do we go back to player's choice? The right vote is to not vote gacha because it just incentivizes people in the industry to view view things so much worse. For a future of better games, we should vote for things that genuinely are not predatory, are made with heart and love. And I'm not saying heart and love, but it's founded upon millions and billions of dollars from fucking children. Okay, wording. Take the fucking out. Just millions and billions of dollars from children. Okay, wording. And yet all you play is Gacha Slop. Because I like casino simulators with anime girls. Okay, but that, okay, you guys say that, but like you guys still don't understand why I like gacha games more than anything else. The reason I like gacha games more than anything else is because there's no other genre besides gacha that does anime live service well. Tell me another genre that does anime live service well. There isn't.
Bother, these votes are fucking rigged anyway. Just shut your bitch ass up and give the gacha players their 10 pulls. Oh, MG, brah.
Then I'm expecting you to vote Ananta next year. No, if you're not, then you're admitting yourself to be a hypocrite. You're assuming Ananta's gonna come out in time for next year's Game Award. That is a brave assumption. If it does, I might. But here's the thing. Arknight's Enfield will be there too. And I know Arknight's Enfield is gacha, but it's a clean fucking game. Hypothetically, what genre would be good for anime girls that isn't gacha? Bro, Grand Blue Fantasy Relay. So many people, so many fobbits also grinded the fuck out of the game with me. That game was literally perfect. It was exactly what I think myself and so many other people would have wanted for a long-term, non-gacha live service game that we would probably be down to pay DLCs for. But no, Cygames was like, no, we have to buy Kita-san Black's 15th fucking grandson. The fuck you mean? If Cygames took half the fucking money they spent on horses and put it back into fucking Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, they probably could have continued live service work for that. It's fucking stupid as shit, man. The funny part is that it not having a gacha is what killed it. No, that is not what killed Relink. What are you saying? What killed Relink is they stopped developing. What are you saying? They stopped making more content for it. It did not die because it didn't have gacha. It was insanely popular because it didn't have gacha. They abandoned Relink before the game came out. This is why it's so dumb. I don't know how they didn't think they'd have a winning formula with that game. It was so good. If it had gacha, they would make more content to get money, you goofball. They made more than enough with just the fucking, like, flat price for the fucking game? What are you saying? Are you saying developers only want to fucking make games if it means they can make 10 times more than they otherwise would with making another version of the game? Even if it makes good fucking money? Well, by that logic, why the fuck are they buying horses? Alright. Anyways, Hollow Knight gets my vote. Fraudulent game. Hollow Knight? Bro, there was something I read about the developers of Hollow Knight. How much love they poured into the game. I'm not saying, again, none of these other games didn't have love poured into it. But, like, that literally said, like, the devs for Hollow Knight were so obsessed with the game and so absorbed into it, then they just kept on adding more and more shit. That's just, like, kept on, like, getting developed for so long because they just, like, were just so having so much fun with it, you know? I think that's kind of cool as shit. I think that's cool. And I'm not saying, like, these other games didn't as well, but, like, you know?